did you know that you needed insurance to do that? And I was just like, insurance? Welcome to today's video. Today we are actually going to be doing like a little vlog catch up because I don't know where I left off and I want to start vlogging again. And so that's why we are here today. So we have like a little throwback vibe going on. So yeah, this is kind of like for me though too, because I love seeing, like, looking back and seeing like just me vlogging and like living life, I guess. But here is like, this is like winter 2022, so like January, because like I moved. Remember that vlog that I make, the whole like roommate thing, and I moved out for like various reasons. And yeah, so this is, I actually put this video instead of one of my projects for school because like I was doing like a lot of media based courses like journalism, media production. Yeah, so like, and those are like my winter snow boots. Oh dude, I want a one wheel so bad still. I'm gonna get me that one wheel. Like, look how she's just scooting away. Not many people were I feel like it was dangerous to use that like during the winter because there's like ice and stuff, but yeah. And plus it's like, I don't want to go super fast when it's like cold because I'll be like frozen. But this is me like recording for like one of my projects, and like, oh my gosh, I miss the lights. I was planning to record, but I was so like tired and stuff, and like, oh my gosh. And then I had like other projects too, so yeah. But I really should have just made time. And then like, yeah, I never tried this truck right here, this food truck. My aunt says it's like everybody would like go to the bar and like get food from here, and yeah, I just wanted to try it, but I never went down there. And I was gonna go one day, but and like try their chicken tenders or corn dogs, but it never happened. And these are like the little robots. By the way, I went to an engineering school, so like people would make their own scooters and everything. Like, very creative people. When I tell you they are smart, they are smart. And then this is just me on the bus. But those little robots, they actually deliver food all across campus. So yeah. Somebody tried to get ran over by one. So that was pretty funny. Not really. I don't think it really worked, but yeah. But yeah. And then I would only take the bus to Walmart, and like that's it. But you can take it like different, there's different buses to take all around campus. But yeah, I like the high rise, the view, the vibe. That's basically 24-hour security, so they really should have like cut my rent down in half because yeah. But you know what's crazy? It wasn't as noisy in regards to like the like hearing like a cop siren or like ambulance. Not like freshman year I went to a different like Purdue campus, which was really interesting. Like, it literally kind of reminded me of like being in a city, like when I went to the Fort Wayne campus, which was really small. It's like kind of like oh, I was supposed to do like a big versus small like college video, but like that never happened. But if you guys want to see that, I will record that still. Oh yeah, I had like a nightmare yesterday, and it was, what's it called? So I had like nightmare, and it was about like student housing. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find somewhere to live. School's starting in like the next few weeks, and I don't have anywhere to live, and everyone lives everywhere, and I don't have anywhere to live. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna have to go home. And like, I was like freaking out, and I was just like, literally, you know how like sometimes you have like those dreams like where you like freak out in the dream over real life stuff, and then like you wake up and you're like, I need to hurry up and do this. Yeah, it was like one of those. But then I was just like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Like, you need to chill. Like, you're just freaking out over nothing. You're having anxiety over nothing because you're graduating. Like, you're good for a grade. But even if I didn't like graduate early and I only had like my last 3 classes or whatever to go until December, And then I would graduate then anyway, so it's like still 2022. So yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I would have went home. That's what I was gonna say. I would have went home anyway because it's dorms are like $5,000 per semester, and the high rise that I live in now, it is like basically probably like around per semester like probably maybe like $1,000 more than like the dorm fees, like the price to live in a dorm, and then you have community showers and a twin bed and all this other stuff, and like basically no privacy of your own pretty much. And then or maybe it might be like a few $100s. It really depends on like what floor plan you get and what room you're renting out in like the high rises or any room, because like there's some stuff that's like $700. And if you do that like times like 6 months, like one moment, let me do the math. Yeah, I don't know, I keep talking about student housing. I don't know, I'm just like, okay, I really want to play Sims, like I really do. If you guys have Sims and you like download the CC, it's just, oh my gosh, like I love like the interior designing and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And yeah, but I was also kind of curious to see like what was available on campus, and literally nothing's available on campus. And like maybe I know like sometimes like when they'll say that they're full, but then they really won't be. But I think they're actually full because I tried to move from my other place that I actually ended up moving from early on in the semester, and what's it called? They were like everywhere I went, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, like we literally have a waiting list and it's full and stuff like that. And then because some people don't show up or they'll change their mind about stuff, and then like there'll be a space, so like whoever's on the waiting list, they'll call the next person, and then like that'll be like, you know, that'll be that. So I remember like there was this one, I was gonna move to like this other place, and they called me, but I guess like I didn't reply fast enough because this other girl like got the spot, and she was like, oh sorry, we gave that spot away, like we send a message out to everyone that's on the waiting list, and whoever gets back first and claims the spot, like that's, you know. And I was just like, okay, it's like I was just thinking like, okay, it wasn't meant to be. And then more stuff ends up happening with like the apartment and stuff like that, and then I was just like, okay. And then like I was able to get out of my lease and stuff like that, and finding a subletter, like I literally had to like email so many people. And so like, and you're basically a realtor finding a subleaser for an apartment. Like you don't even own the property, and legally like it's the apartment's job, but like they don't say but like a lot of places like they'll just bully like the student tenants to find the subleaser. So if you have like a co-op opportunity or a travel abroad, like or an abroad program for the semester or anything, you just need to leave campus. If you don't find a subleaser, you need to like figure something out, because you're gonna be like paying for like that room. Because we had a roommate at the last place that didn't show up, and I think she was paying for that rent for the entire year, and she never got her keys and she never showed up. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, well, we could literally talk about this all day, but it's yeah. So when I graduate, I'm adding realtor to my thing, because that's basically what I am. No, just like contact me. There's like Facebook group chats and stuff like that. I think every campus has those or something like that. I don't know. But for like different properties and stuff that are on, like, not on sale, but like, you know, people can sublease and stuff. But oh yeah, there was this one person. So there was this one person that was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I'm like 26 or whatever or something. This person like seemed like really old or whatever, and then they were trying to like say like, oh yeah, like I'll have my accountant send like the check or whatever. Like, they were acting like they were so busy and so important. And I was just like, this isn't the Bellagio. Like, dude, like, this place is like not the Bellagio. Like, you act like we're paying like $3,000 or $4,000 a month in rent or something like that. Like, it's literally, some people, like, their rent was like $460, which was really cheap. And like, for the place, because like some places you can find like places that, you know, have $300 rent, maybe $200, but you probably might need to know somebody. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, but yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, they were I think I should just like save it for the, oh wait, I'll just say it now. But anyway, they were like, oh yeah, I'll just have my accountant send over the check or whatever, and then like you can take it to your bank and cash it in. And then I was just like, okay, first of all, like, that's not how this goes. I'm not taking anything to my bank, and I don't own this property. Like, you're dealing with them, like the apartment complex or whatever. Like, that's between you and them. Like, I just need you to take over my thing, and then like, we don't actually have any business or contact. Like, and that honestly sounds kind of sketchy itself, because it's just like, people are trying like, oh my gosh, do you want to buy my apartment? But like, or like, take over my lease or whatever. And then like, but you go and sign the papers for the apartment and stuff like that, and then like, you know, disappear. No, but this person was trying to like say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like send you over the check or whatever, or some other stuff. And like, basically it sounded like a scam, because I'm just like, why do I have to like run down to a bank and then put stuff in? Like, you're trying to get people caught up, and like, I'm not about to have my account messed up because you are a scammer. Like, you're literally a scammer. Like, it sounds like yeah. And then so I just blocked the person. And they were like, oh my gosh, I really want the apartment. Like, you don't really want the apartment, because we really, like, what do you need an accountant for? Like, seriously? Seriously. Come on. Seriously. And then what are you doing? I feel like some people, like, do, like, rent places and spaces, like, on college campuses. But honestly, here, it's getting to a point where this is, like, regular, like, grown people rent for like most apartments. Like, you might as well, like, there is no point. Like, there's some places where I see like, okay, like, if you're trying to, you know, get cheap rent or whatever, and you're cool with having roommates, there's like, you know, some places that are like, okay, you can go like live there for $400 or whatever. But yeah, but like, honestly, since everybody's going up on their prices, it's like, you can just literally just move anywhere. Like, you don't know. There's like literally some places that are like $2,000, and I'm just like, are you serious? Who's paying $2,000 a month for like, and honestly, I don't know who has good quality. Like, when it comes to like the stuff, like, I went to the other high rise. I haven't seen like the 2x2 like I haven't seen their penthouse or anything. I just saw their model. But like, I kid you not, like, I read reviews now, because like, the reviews will tell you a lot. Like, there was that one place that I lived at first, like, the apartment was really cute, And okay, it wasn't like super, it wasn't new or anything, because like my aunt lived there like 10 years ago. Well, a little over 10 years ago now. So my apartment, I lived on the 3rd floor, and it would have like high ceilings. This place also has high ceilings too, but I think it's only like, you know, what everyone who's on this top floor, like the penthouse, you have high ceilings and stuff like that, and like, yeah. But the other apartment had like this sky window that was so cute, so like natural lighting would come in, because it was like, you know, those, I think it's like the sky, it's called a skylight window, I forgot, maybe it's like people call it a sunroom, like when the window is like kind of like a part of the roof. But yeah, it was really nice and cute, but it was just like, you know, yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that was going on. I don't even think I can like speak on that. I would have to read the contract. It was like, in the contract it was like, you can't speak bad about the property. Why are you bullying people on speaking the truth? Like, if the truth is bad, the truth is bad. Like, that's a you problem, not a we problem or a me problem. Because other than that, it's just like, you're stopping someone's freedom of speech on warning other people about some of the stuff that you are doing with your property. And basically, like, what you were doing, like, you literally could have killed people. Like, not everybody grew, like, what if a person, like, what if I, like, didn't know I was allergic to cats, like, deathly allergic? Like, you literally would have killed people. And that would have been a whole, like, lawsuit and stuff like that, because you didn't clean. Like, one person found a joint in her bed frame and, like, mold taped to the wall. And, like, a different, like, apartment building and stuff like that. But, like, it wasn't all bad. It was just more of the fact that, like, they were, like, moving slow to, like, replace the carpet. Like, stuff that should have already been done. So, like, I really couldn't, like, settle my stuff in. I had to, like, wait, like, 4 weeks. And then they finally, like, changed the carpet. And at first they were talking about, like, charging me and stuff like that or whatever. And I was just like, what do you mean charge? Like, that should have already been done. Like, the carpet was frayed. And then, like, the other roommate that had, like, the cat pee carpet, like, they should have replaced her carpet, but they did not replace her carpet. Yeah, but they just, like, let, like, a bunch of stuff, like, they don't really know what's going on in their, like, apartment complexes. Like, look, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, guys, look at this view. I'm obsessed with the view. Yeah, but I just have to be careful, like, with that window, like, over there, like, the one next to the one on the left of the lamp. That one, it fell, like, not once, but twice, and, I guess there's, like, right over there, there's, it's not really properly attached to the wall because it's, like, a weird, the room's a weird shape, and so, like, all the other ones are properly, like, you know, connecting with the wall, but that one isn't. It's just, like, low-key hanging there. So the maintenance, they were like, you need to, like, slowly pull it up, because, like, it's not your fault. Like, this has fallen down, like, a billion times, but, like, it's just, like, that thing right there, it's, like, not properly touching the wall because of the, you know, shape of the room. And then I was just like, oh my gosh. But, like, good thing I didn't have my computer there, because it would have literally, like, broke my computer or, like, something. You know, I would have been spared and lucky if it didn't even, like, you know, do anything to it or whatever. But, yeah. But the fact that it fell, it was, like, so scary. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if my computer was there? And I was like, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm, like, so obsessed. I said I'm going to go to sleep, but, like, I am so obsessed with, like, switching my phone from, like, 4K, it was, like, the 1080, no, it was 1080 with 30 frames per second. I switched my camera from that to the 4K with, I think, 60 frames per second, and it's, like, everything. Like, it looks so HD. Like, I can see the window. Like, seriously. Like, it looks so beautiful. Like, look at my pores. Like, oh my god. And then, like, look at my crystals. It's just so cute. I'm gonna get like a cool sunrise thing, but it's supposed to be cloudy for like the next 2 days and rain. So I think like I won't be able to get any of that. And someone did donuts in the parking lot. Like, look, you can just see the donuts. You know what's interesting? Like, when all the windows are up and stuff like that, like if I'm like walking from like over there, this area, I can like see into my room and everything. I could even see my jacket, which was weird because from other, I think it's certain angles and like depending on like what windows you have up. Because this room is like the only room that has all these windows. And you know what's so interesting? When I kind of knew I went to go to this school like in high school, like sophomore year, and I was like looking at like housing and stuff like that, and like I remember seeing this room, and then but I thought this room was a part of like the other high rise, but it was this one. And then I was just like thinking like literally like the last few weeks of like the spring semester of the 2022 school year, and then I was just like, wait a minute, like I literally got the room that I wanted so bad. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, isn't it amazing how things just work out? But I'm just glad I lived the dorm experience, not really dorm experience, but like, you know, the college apartment experience. I had fancy one. Well, this is like the only fancy one. I call it fancy because it's like, you know, the windows are just like, oh my gosh. But this is like the only, like, I guess I would call it high-end. But still at the same time, I don't know. Yeah. These windows are cool. I want to make, oh my gosh, I want to play Sims so bad. Like, I would like, I don't usually use these types of windows in Sims. Like, I don't like the panes, the glass panes or whatever, but like it gives the room more character here. Now I sound like HDTV. Oh my gosh, comment down below if you play Sims. Like, oh my gosh, my sister said that we all share an account, and so like over the years, like since Sims 4 has been out, we just usually like buy whatever packs. Like, I bought so many packs, and then she has been buying, she bought like, I don't know how many she's bought like the past few years, but she's like, oh my gosh, next month I'm literally gonna get some more packs, and when they have a sale, oh my gosh, like literally, I watch this guy's channel like when I'm thinking about getting another Sims pack. I forgot, he's like I think he's British. He has an accent. No, I don't want to say that he's British and then he's like Aussie, because you know some people like they kind of have a blend of both accents. But yeah, so but he has an accent, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And he like does all the Sims packs, and he like tells you like, okay, you guys don't need to get this stuff pack right here, like, because literally the only cool thing that came with it was like this couch and the closet and the pillow, and that's it. And like everything else you can like, there's no need. Like, he's just very like honest with his reviews and stuff like that, because it's like, you know, you don't want to buy stuff that you don't need. Yeah. And then I think she was saying something about you can be a werewolf now or something. But it's just like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. I guess you don't want to like look at the floor. So, wait, what? Okay, my face is kind of oily, so it's like reflecting at some parts of my face. But today has been a day. And so, let me tell you what happened, right? So, I was supposed to, so the U-Haul people called me because I'm supposed to like move my stuff, right? And then tell me why there's no type of U-Haul available in the state at all. And then like for Saturday, and like the 31st is Sunday of July. And so the 31st of July is like move out day for like most places, I think all around the entire state. Because we have like a lot of colleges in the state. There's like IU, all of Fort Wayne pretty much. Not Fort, did I say all of Fort Wayne? Like pretty much like the northern Indiana region. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff going on. But I feel like, don't most states have that? But anyway, I'm like, you know what? I really don't like recording on my phone because there is, it just flips around and it's reversed. Like the way that the image is, so it's like, no. But it kind of makes me look puffy. Or maybe it's this camera. But okay, whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the lady, I made a reservation like a week ago or whatever, and then because like I was actually gonna make it like 2 weeks ago, but then some stuff happened and I need to pay for it, so I had to like wait. Yeah, and then so when I was like able to do the payment and stuff like that, like they were like, oh yeah, there's like we're out of like 10-foot trucks. I keep saying 10-inch, like my Uber driver thought I was like crazy. He was like, you're what? And I was just like, oh, I mean 10-foot, I'm sorry. Yeah, so like I called online. I actually didn't do the reservation online. I actually called in person and I did the reservation over the phone. And then the first lady was kind of like, she kind of had like an attitude, honestly. And she was like, you know, like kind of like, I don't want to be here. I don't like my job. But she's like, you know, I can't argue with people like feeling certain ways about their jobs because I don't like know their environment or anything. But it's like when you're speaking with a customer and you're requesting like private information over the phone, yeah, you should be nice. Because like, you know, I just felt it was like kind of unprofessional. Then I called back and then I got another lady who was actually nicer and like more professional. And she was saying basically like, cause the first lady made my reservation for like 12 p.m. No, it was 12 a.m. No, it's actually p.m. because 12 a.m. is like crazy. It's literally like the first hour of the morning. So it was 12 p.m. And I was just like, I called back, when I called the second lady, was like, yeah, the first lady like made my pickup time for 12 p.m. I can't do a 12 p.m. pickup time. I'll literally be locked out of my apartment because I have to like give the keys and stuff over and like, you know, sign certain documents. And then she was like, oh yeah, I can change it for you. So it's gonna do a 3 a.m. pickup and then like Uber to like the place to like pick it up because like U-Haul was saying that they have like virtual like check-in and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, cool, so I can pick up anytime because like 9 a.m. is like cutting it close and then whatever. And so I was just like, okay, like if I do a 3 a.m. and then like load and like even if I start loading at 5, I'll be good because it's not like I'm not actually like, the furniture isn't mine or anything, so I don't really have like anything like major. It's more of like my totes. Like that's why I'm getting like a U-Haul truck. And then like the bookshelf, like I don't want to like throw it away. Because I was actually gonna put that in my room when I get home. So, but then I also need to clear stuff out of my room. So anyway, so basically the guy calls, like he called me like 3 days before, and he was saying that, yeah, there's definitely gonna be like, basically they were telling me that there was going to be a truck for sure. Not the 10-foot truck most likely, but even if I got like the 15-foot truck or the 20-foot truck, which is basically like driving a semi. And I was just like, okay, I like, you know, drove different cars and stuff like that. And I was like practicing my driving in a minivan when I was like 15 or whatever. So I was just like, hey, you know, YouTube taught me how to park. Like YouTube, I'm the University of YouTube alumni. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm kidding. Or maybe, is it alumnus or alumni? I think alumni is for male. I need to look this up. I'm gonna graduate soon, so I need to not look crazy. But, yeah. So basically, so the guy called me again yesterday, and like, cause they're basically gonna call you like 24 to 48 hours before your actual pickup time. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but there's like no trucks for the West Lafayette area. And I was just like, there's nothing, not even a 15-foot, 20-foot truck. Cause like they literally said, I'm gonna have some type of truck. And then they told me that they're not gonna have, I'm not gonna have a truck at all because there's nothing coming to the area. So, but there was literally a review for this location that I was gonna pick up at. And this, like, you know, this person said that, I think it was a couple actually, who knows. But anyway, but this person said that they made their like reservation to pick up a truck from that location to like a month or two prior. I think it was 2 months prior. And when it was time like to move or whatever, they literally told them that, hey, we don't have a truck for you. And I was just like, that's basically kind of what happened to me. So it was like, guys, if you guys remember me telling you in like a previous vlog, if that even got in there, about how like I read reviews now. Yeah, because like sometimes like they come in handy, and it's just like they have really low scores for like a U-Haul place. And okay, so I was literally like freaking out. And then like my family, they were like, oh my gosh, you should have called prior. And I kept explaining to them, but like nobody was listening to me. And then I was just like, literally. And I was like telling them about the comment and stuff like that. And like how like, but the lady, she literally said that there was like the reservation and stuff like that. What's it called? They, didn't have like they weren't gonna have the 10-foot truck. So I was definitely going to get something, but like it wasn't going to be like, you know, that size truck. It was going to be bigger, and the guy was going to let me he was going to give me the mileage to keep the price since like they were out of that size truck, but like now they're not going to have it. And I asked my apartment complex if they would let me like prorate for like 1 day, because like they let me move in like December 31st for like the yeah, like it was like this December 30th or the 31st, and I think it was the 31st, but anyway, it was like $25 for like 1 day. And then so I was just like, okay, if you guys let me move out August 1st, like is that okay? And then they were like, no, like you can't really do that. Like the lady like called her manager and everything, and then like called me back literally like within like 10 minutes or so after I literally got upstairs. And then she was like, yeah, my manager said no, we can't do this because like as pretty much like as soon as like checkout, like everybody's supposed to be like moved out, they're going to be like inspecting the apartments and stuff like that. And then they also have painters and stuff coming like August 1st. And so it's just like, okay, because basically I would have been like I would have had everything in the truck, and it was more like me waiting on them to open at like 9 a.m. So like, that's pretty much what that would be. So then she was like, yeah, sorry. And I was like, okay. And then so something was like, I was just like thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, like there has to be like some other like truck services, like, you know, U-Haul's not the only place that exists. Like all the stuff that I see on the highway, like there's other companies. And so I called Home Depot because I like, you know, I was just thinking Home Depot. And, you know, they came through for me. They literally had only one truck left. And I was like debating, like, oh my gosh, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? Should I not? Because like, yeah. So I went and picked up the truck, and actually I need to go put gas in it. So like, it was my first time driving a truck. Did you know that you needed insurance to do that? And I was just like, insurance? And then he was like, the guy was like, yeah, like you need your insurance, like, you know, for like, you know, like the car you drive or whatever. And it was just like, I share a car with my sister and I'm on the insurance for that. And then he was like, okay, that's all I need. And then like, you know, your, you know, like your payment, you know, stuff and whatever. And, yeah. So basically, you know, it just didn't have a dolly. That's why I was just like, oh my gosh, I really would prefer the U-Haul stuff, because that dolly would have helped. But we don't have a dolly. So I need to wait until 9 a.m. because I was actually going to leave tonight, but I'm not. And then I have to do assignments for school, and I'm waiting for my computer to charge. And so like a lot of stuff is going on right now. And yeah, and then like my younger siblings, like they're supposed to like come back with me. And then our other sibling, Christina, she's supposed to pick us up. And you know, she had an attitude with me. This is why I'm going to miss my oasis. My oasis. You know, there's nothing like peace of mind. My roommates were very chill people. No one's yelling at you. Waking you up all hours of the night, trying to get you to drive them somewhere. Can you take me here? I'm trying to go hang out with my friends. Oh, and don't make plans, and then it's like their off day or whatever, and it's just like, but like they'll have the car all week. Yeah, but like, you know that one sibling that acts like their stuff is so much more important than yours. And it pretty much everybody else says, but don't make plans. That's not according to their lifestyle and schedule. You're just a terrible person if you do that. But you know, yeah. But anyway, oh yeah, I did an apartment tour. I'm getting ready to film like the nighttime version, and then I have to like get these videos off my phone and into documents, and the ones that are in the what's it called, the thing over there, the SD card, because I need to get more SD cards. And I didn't get to film my gender and like my gender and anthropology, well, my gender and sexuality, like anthropology perspective video. I want to do that here, and I want to make a lot more content, but like I'm not gonna be able to. So this is probably like low-key gonna be my last recording. And then tomorrow night, I think I'm gonna like go downstairs and like show the amenities, because I'm supposed to take the kids to the pool. Because I told them, like, you know, but like they were like, oh, we can't get our hair wet, we have school in a few days. And then I was just like, okay, like, you know, but there's a hot tub, so you guys can literally sit in the water but don't splash. Because like, you know, my shampoo and conditioner's backed up. Like, no one's washing their hair until like after Sunday or after. So yeah, and I'm not doing anyone's hair because like, no.